Welcome to Lost Creatures Codex channel. Here are basic infos about several interesting extinct creatures. Therazenosaurus was one of the strangest dinosaurs to ever exist. It lived during the late Cretaceous period, around 70 million years ago, in what is now Mongolia. At first glance, it looked like a fearsome predator, with a long neck, big claws, and a bulky body. But surprise, it was actually a plant eater. Its most amazing feature, those giant claws. Each claw could grow up to 3 feet long, longer than a grown man's arm. It used them not for fighting, but most likely to pull down leaves and strip branches. Therazenosaurus had a beak, a big belly, and even feathers. Yep, it probably looked more like a weird bird than a lizard. Strange, gentle, and clawed like a giant gardening bird, Therazenosaurus was truly one of a kind. Diplocus was a strange-looking amphibian that lived over 250 million years ago. It had a boomerang-shaped head that made it look really unique. This head shape may have helped it swim through water or scare off predators. Diplocus wasn't very big, about the size of a small dog, but it had a long tail and smooth skin like a salamander. It lived near rivers and swamps and probably spent most of its time in the water. Diplocus likely ate insects, small fish, or other tiny animals. Even though it looked unusual, it was well built for life in the water. Mastodons were giant, furry relatives of elephants that lived during the Ice Age. They roamed North and Central America until about 10,000 years ago. Mastodons were about 2.5 to 3 meters tall, or 8 to 10 feet, and weighed as much as a small truck. They had long, curved tusks and bumpy teeth made for chewing leaves and branches. Unlike mammoths, mastodons had flatter heads and lived in forests and swamps. They likely went extinct because of climate change and hunting by early humans. Microaptor was a small, feathered dinosaur that could glide through the air like a flying squirrel. It lived about 120 million years ago in what is now China. It was only about the size of a crow or a house cat, around 77 centimeters or 2.5 feet long. Microaptor had feathers not just on its arms, but also on its legs and tail, giving it 4 wings. Scientists believe it used these to glide from tree to tree in dense forests. It had sharp claws and teeth for catching small animals like lizards and insects. Even though it looked a bit like a bird, Microaptor was a true dinosaur and one of the coolest links between dinosaurs and modern birds. Kentaurus was a plant-eating dinosaur that lived about 150 million years ago. It wasn't very big, about the size of a cow, but it had a lot of cool armor. Its back was covered in big plates, and it had long, sharp spikes on its tail and shoulders to protect itself from predators. Kentaurus walked on 4 legs and used its tail like a club to defend itself. It lived in what is now Africa and probably ate ferns, low plants, and leaves. Even though it looked tough, it was peaceful most of the time, just munching plants and staying alert for danger. Dilophosaurus was one of the earliest big meat-eating dinosaurs. It lived about 193 million years ago during the early Jurassic period. It had 2 cool crests on its head that looked like curved plates. Scientists think it might have used them to show off or scare rivals. Dilophosaurus was about 6 to 7 meters long, or 20 to 23 feet, which is as long as a car, but it was pretty slim and lightweight for its size. It had strong legs and sharp claws, perfect for chasing down prey. Its long tail helped it keep balance while running. Even though it looked scary, it might have also eaten dead animals, not just hunted. Subscribe for more content like this. See ya!